What? What? We did it. What? What happened? What happened?
Jesus Christ, Allison!
Allison!
Allison scored!
Yeah! Yeah!
Welcome, guys. Back again, guys. Another preview. Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Massive game for both teams. Liverpool sit on 12 points. A win for Liverpool automatically qualify Liverpool for the round of 16. Will Jurgen Klopp rest a few players? Will Atletico Madrid come in very hard? We need revenge. Last time Atletico Madrid visit at Anfield, they pick up 3 points, or I should say they knocked out Liverpool out of the Champions League. And I think the Liverpool fan base want revenge. We didn't get enough, although we beat Atletico Madrid in last week game, but this is going to be a very good test for Liverpool. So, how are you guys doing, man? Make sure you guys share your thought down in the comment section. Smash the like button once you guys tuning in. So, let's bring on my guest, Jersey Boy. Welcome, Jersey Boy. How are you doing?
Boo! I'm just joking. It's Halloween, guys. If you celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. And no, it's been a great week, and it's obviously Ryan. We need to bounce back after what happened the other day against Brighton. And again, guys, just because we're moving on to some things, we're not going to be playing the Manscaped video today. But again, thank you guys, friends of Manscaped. You can check out Manscaped. You can get any of their products. Just go manscaped.com, use code Ryan LFC, you should get yourself 20% off on all products. You get free shipping. So it's really worth it. You know, if you've got a hairy downstairs area or any body hair you want to get rid of, it's perfect. You know, and it's skin safe. Won't get any nicks or hurt yourself. So I really recommend it. Yeah, so again, this is brought to you by Manscaped. Go to Manscaped, use code Ryan LFC on the website and you get everything. So yeah, Ryan, I'm very looking forward to this game, but we need to get revenge after what happened in 2020.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. But Jersey Boy, how you feel? Weekend, today's Sunday, no game, no massive game in the English Premier League. So we just say we're going to do something different to entertain the Liverpool supporter. So we're going to do the match preview. We're going to discuss a lot of things going to that game on Wednesday. I will not be here. On Wednesday, Jersey Boy will take in charge of the watch along as usual. So I make sure you guys give him the support he need. Big up to Sebastian Gaming. Big up to Stylish. Big up to every single one of you guys joining the chat. But Jersey Boy, what should we expect from this Liverpool team against Atletico Madrid at home? First leg, Liverpool defeat them by 3-2. Liverpool on 12 points. So, what would you do if you're Jurgen Klopp? Resting a lot of players?
No resting. And this is what's really important. This is the toughest game in our group. And this is what I'm thinking. We win tomorrow. We win on Wednesday. Then Porto AC Milan, we can put different teams out and we can rest because we're getting around 16. So you'll be fine. So here's my opinion. In my opinion, we don't rest anyone, but we've got to also take into effect that our only, if I'm writing it down right now, our only available midfielders, as far as I'm aware, is Ox, Jones, Hendo, and Thiago, because I think Thiago has trained. And I think he'll have trained enough to be involved in this game. So we've got 4 midfielders to choose from. Now, Ryan, we saw on Saturday players like Oxlade and Jones not playing very well. But we've got to choose one of them to be in midfield. Or will Klopp decide, you know what, I'm going to drop one of the attackers in midfield, such as a Minamino or a Firmino. This is where, if we have a midfield crisis, we can switch to 4-2-3-1 and use either Firmino or Minamino in midfield. Because for Southampton, Minamino played as a left winger or right winger or left midfielder in a 4-4-2. So we could do that. But all I'm just saying, in my opinion, is I don't want to see resting because we need to finish the group off. This is the group of death. We've been told this is the group of death. And we in the group of death need to put out a statement. We need to bounce back. I don't want to see back-to-back bad performances. This is why I don't want to rest anyone. So I'm saying rest if we do well. Let's say we're 2-3-0 up against Atleti. Okay, we can go Salah off, Van Dijk off, etc., etc., etc. But I think there need to be some changes. We need to take this game very seriously, in my opinion. And then, you know, just rotate a little bit doing the game for West Ham. But yeah, Ryan, that's my thoughts. I don't want to see any resting. This is a big game. Let's put a statement out there. And then against Porto and AC Milan, we can play players like Tyler Morton, Origi, etc. And maybe put the rest players, because then we'll be in a comfortable position. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. You hear an echo?
No echo, bro. No echo.
Sure.
Yep, no echo.
Okay, so yeah, I think for me, I would love to see Jurgen Klopp make a huge change in this game. Especially we have a game against West Ham. I think that game is more important than the Champions League game, because I think we have Porto at home. So we playing Porto at home that allow us to go through the group. I don't think Liverpool losing this game against Atletico Madrid will cost us not to qualify for the round of 16. But as you know, Liverpool team like to have momentum going into the weekend game against West Ham. So for me, I believe Klopp will still start a strong team. He want to make sure that the player them well ready for that West Ham game. And I think if we win this game against Atletico Madrid, I think we're going to qualify for the round of 16, and we could rest play against a team like a Porto, and then we have Arsenal in the Premier League. So these games is after the international break when we play Porto and Arsenal. So it would be a long-term thing that club looking on it. Win this game against Atletico Madrid and just call it. That's it. We could rest a few players.
100%, Ryan. That's exactly what you said. And I know, Ryan, you want to... One second. I know you want to rest players, Ryan. But this is why I think it's a good decision. Because you remember how a few seasons ago, bro, during the international break, we would have a big break and then we'd come back playing like crap. And this is what I don't think the players need to rest. I think you can make a few changes. One of the changes I probably think might work, the only change I think would work for this game is maybe doing a swap for Robertson and Tsimikas, because Robertson against Brighton, he looked again off the pace. But again, this is why I think we should take it seriously, because think of it. We win, makes it more comfortable. Let's just say, Ryan, okay? We put a big team out. We beat Atletico Madrid, Porto, Milan, draw. That's good for us. That means Porto, Milan, we can be relaxed and we can go, okay, Neco Williams can have some game. Tyler Morton can have some game. Reggie, Minamino. Stuff like that. And I think we need to take it really, really, really seriously. And that's what we need. I think we need to take 3 points from this game. And also, it's revenge. People are saying we already had taken revenge. But revenge is at Anfield, not there. Because remember, the the first leg at Atletico, we played like rubbish, and it was a 1-0 loss. We were the much better team at Anfield with Atletico Madrid. We're like 32 shots, 10 shots on target. We were so good. But Adrian let us down, and that's when the whole Atletico Madrid started laughing at us. That's where the real revenge is. And that's why I think we need to just show Atletico Madrid that we're not going to let them boss around anymore, and we're going to give something to think about. And that's why we've also got to remember they're going to have no Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann, I think, was the biggest threat. Don't you think, Ryan? I think he was the biggest threat for the Atletico Madrid team because he was all over us. That's one threat out the game. Suarez will probably start up front with João Felix. João Felix is also very, very good, so we've got to keep an eye on João Felix. And they'll probably start Kieran Trippier, I think, is also very good. So we just need to, that's what I'm saying, Ryan, is let's say, work really hard for 45 minutes, get a few goals, get comfortable, then Salah, Robber off, etc.
So let's take a look at the group. Liverpool sit at 9 points, 3 games played. Liverpool score 11 goals, conceding 5. Atletico Madrid sitting second with 4 points, 3 games played, and they score 4 goals, conceding 4. Porto and 4 points, 3 games played. They score 2 and concede 5. AC Milan, bottom of the table, they conceding 6 goals and score 3, 0 points from 3 games. So, if Liverpool win, maximum 12 points for Liverpool. That automatically send Liverpool to the round of 16. Now, let's look at it both ways. If Atletico Madrid win, Atletico Madrid right back into it. It's a possibility they can finish top of the table if we lose to Porto and they win the rest of their game. So this game is very important. Yes, many people will say we automatically qualify, but to me, no, we are not. Losing, example, we lose our next 2 games, Porto win their next 2 games, and Atletico Madrid win their next 2 games. What happened? They're going to pass. So, Europa League for us. So, I think Klopp will have this frame of mind going into this game that he has to win this one to get the better of this Atletico Madrid team. And a few things I really want to get rid of this Atletico Madrid team. But look at the form coming to this game, the last 5 games on both teams end. Liverpool has win 4, draw 1. And Atletico Madrid has win 2 draw, 1 loss. So coming into this game, Liverpool is on more form, but at Anfield, Liverpool last 5 games at Anfield, they draw 3 and win 2. So Liverpool has been drawing a lot of games. We need to start to turn these D in double. It's very important to start to win football game. 2-minute draw, not good enough. So for me, Atletico Madrid, we don't have a great record against this Atletico Madrid team. We defeat them last week 3-2. They defeat us in 2017 1-1, 2-1 in extra time. 2010 we defeat them by 2-1. In 2009 they defeat us. In 2008 we draw 1-1. So when you look at this stats, Jersey Boys, very close. Atletico Madrid get the better of us, and you know that Liverpool has won the first time against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. So, very good stats coming into this game. Very good stats. But so Jersey Boys,
let's have a look at our last 2 results. So we draw 2-2. Atletico Madrid are actually playing right now, Ryan. Right this second. They're winning 1-0. They're playing Oblak, Savic, Jimenez, Hermoso, Trippier, Coke, Rodrigo de Paul, Carrasco, Griezmann, Suarez, and Carrera. Arresting João Felix. I'm guessing they're arresting João Felix to play start versus us. So if you think about it, they're playing on Sunday. They're going to have less rest than us. Because we're going to have today, Monday, Tuesday to train for this game. They're going to only have Monday and Tuesday. So, I don't know, Ryan. I think, and for me, the worry is, as someone said, Ryan, is this. the midfield. We've only got 4 midfielders, but yes, we can use Minamino and Firmino. But when we've used 4-2-3-1 with them, it hasn't really worked. So it's a big game. Big game. And, there's a lot of stuff going on right now to think about, obviously we're doing this right now. At the same time we're doing this right now, Aston Villa are playing West Ham. So hopefully Leon Bailey as well.
So, here's what.
So what are you saying, Ron?
Going to this game on Wednesday, who are some of the players on Atletico Madrid that can really give Atletico Madrid 3 points, can really threaten this Liverpool team? Yes, they don't have Griezmann, but they still have some quality player. What are some of the players who can hurt this Liverpool?
I'm writing one. So obviously Suarez, because we know Suarez has been kind of the talisman for them. Here's another player I think could be dangerous, Carrasco. Carrasco was really dangerous. He got a goal against France, got a goal against England. He's very dangerous for Atletico Madrid. He's a very good winger. And as importantly, the player I think was one of the second most dangerous player, along with Griezmann, João Felix. This kid is very young, and yes, he might not got a lot of goals or assists, but he's dangerous. So Suarez, Carrasco, Felix, and just because the fact, Llorente is the reason we got knocked out. So you got to be careful with Llorente. But I think they've got a lot of good players. You've got Trippier. He's also good at crosses. He's a good right back. Let's have a look at some more players in the Atleti team that are playing right now. Ghana Carrasco. Carrasco's just scored for Atletico. Koke was also a person who was also doing very well and very good in the midfield for them. Obviously, the no Griezmann. I think Rodrigo de Paul is quite a good player for them as well. And I'll probably say the other good player also is that I like, I think would be quite dangerous, Ryan, is who's the other player? Carrera's also one. They're a good team. You've got to remember, these guys won the La Liga last year. This year was no fans, but they just, every time Barcelona and Real Madrid dropped points, they tried to get there, and they kept going. And it got very close, but, they're a good team. We beat them 3-2, but we've got to remember that we also go away with could have been a potential penalty, could have ended 3-3. And I just think the big thing for this game, Ryan, is the midfield. We've got to make sure the midfield does not do what it did against Brighton, because that midfield was like paper, like this, Ryan. It was just ripped apart of the midfield. The midfield, people kept losing the ball, and I don't think this is a game for someone like Oxlade and etc. And you guys were watching Ryan last night on Grizz's channel. You were saying, Ryan, that Oxlade is not the Oxlade we know. He just kept losing the ball all the time. We can't rely on this man. So for us, Ryan, I think this is an opportunity to just rest the team for future games. And this is why I think we should get this done. If we're doing good, rest players and then focus on West Ham. But I think if you rest loads of players, we won't have the good momentum for so yeah. That's my thoughts, Ryan. So do you want to do a starting lineup prediction? You're muted.
Yes, so I agree with most of what he's saying. Some of the players that this Atletico Madrid team have some dangerous player can hurt us. We see that they can be physical with us, so they can.
I'm going to get my notebook. I'm going to write down the lineups.
They will be fast. So I believe us should go for this one. But what do you guys think about the team overall? I know the fitness level is ridiculous. They are a fit team, but that game against Brighton in the second half, Jersey boy, we look a little bit tired. Brighton look like they have more strength. They look more fitter than us in that second half. I don't know if because of too much game, Champions League midweek, United and Sunday catching up on us, but Brighton looked well, a very good team. And I
They're a
must
good team, bro.
shout out to Brighton, man. They play some good football, man. I'm expecting Atletico Madrid to come and park the bus, make it difficult for Liverpool, and we have to be patient. Please do not turn over the ball inside the midfield. That is the key. Too many times we turn over the ball in the midfield, and we have to fix things and make it much better. But going to your starting lineup.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off. Actually, no, I'm gonna do yours first, Ryan. You go first, and I'm gonna draw the lineup just so we've got it accurate. So, in goal,
Alisson.
number 1, Alisson. All right. Right back, I'm guessing you're going with Trent yet?
I'm going with Trent. Centre back, I'm going with Kanate and Virgil van Dijk. Left back, I want to see Tsimikas play. So I'm going with Tsimikas.
Okay. Virgil. It's an interesting choice. And then you're going 21, which is Tsimikas.
Yeah, I'm going with Tsimikas. So I think Tsimikas need to get more game time. I think Tsimikas has been playing good.
He's bro, I'm sorry, but he's been in much better form than Robertson this year.
That's Klopp.
I don't know what's wrong with Robbo.
Can be, man. That's how Klopp be sometime, bro. That's how Klopp be sometime, man. Klopp very favorite is, man. Very favorite.
Oh, let me just check something.
Yeah, what's the score?
Yeah, Ben Johnson. I was going to say I was going to be Antonio, damn it. All right, so you've got Alisson, Trent, Konate, Virgil. Okay, so you'll play. Are you doing 4-3-3? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so CDM.
CDM, Jordan Henderson, midfield, Thiago and Curtis.
Okay, so you're going Thiago on the right or left to the midfield?
Left, right, it no matter. Anyway him can play.
Okay, so I put 17, Jones, 6, Thiago. So I think Thiago will be fit. And then your front 3, Ryan.
My front 3, Jota, Mane.
Jota striker, yeah?
Yeah, Jota striker, Mane, and Salah. Anfield night. It's going to be a cracking night at Anfield. Special Champions League night. So
okay, so this is your lineup, Ryan. You've gone this, right? You've gone Jota, Salah, Mane, Jones, Thiago, Henderson, Tsimikas, Konate, and Trent, Alisson. That's a good one.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to write the changes. I'm going the exact same front 3 because me and you, Ryan, we said we're going to choose our lineups on what? On form. Who's on form right now? Jota. So Jota starts for me. I'm going same midfield. I'm only making one change, Ryan. And it's I'm going Matip instead of Konate.
But would you worry about Atletico Madrid speed though?
Yes, but here's the thing though is I just don't think just for me I think Konate needs to get back involved. So I'm gonna go Matip. I'm going Matip for this one, but I will get Konate back for West Ham though. So I'm gonna go Matip. So mine is Trent, Matip, Alisson, Virgil, Tsimikas, Hendo, Jones, Thiago, Salah, Jota, Mane. Now, who are the players you can bring on? We've got Origi. Origi, you bring someone you bring on? You've got Origi, Taki. You can bring on Firmino. I'm just thinking of potential substitutions we can make. Origi, Taki, Firmino.
Depend on how the game going still. I'm not worrying about substitute. Depend on how the game going.
Just looking at what players you can bring on. Okay. So there we go. So that's our lineups. And now I'm going to write down our score predictions. So this is Ryan's score prediction. And this is mine. All right, Ryan. Your score prediction for Liverpool versus Atletico at home.
3-1 Liverpool.
You've gone 3-1. Have you got any one you think will score, or you just going to 3-1 full out?
I'm going with Salah, Jota, and Firmino come off the bench and score. 3-1.
Salah, Jota, and Bobby.
How about you?
What I'm going to do, Ryan, is I'm writing these down because we're going to get points for everything we get right. The lineups and the score. Now, Ryan, if it ends up you being 3-1 and you get everything exact, Ryan, I will give you a prize. So you've got to hope it's correct. This is going to be very difficult for me to choose. I'm going to go... Oh, my God, this is really difficult. So Serge Games thinks Liverpool will lose 3-1 to Atletico Madrid. Carrasco, Felix and Llorente to score and an Amane goal. Okay. Because the last one didn't happen, I'm gonna go this one. I'm going 2-2. And the reason I'm going 2-2 for this game is because I think we will take it a more cooler approach. I think we'll be 2-0 up. We'll make a lot of changes. They'll come back and get 2 goals, and it'll be fine with a draw. I think a draw. I think a win or a draw is fine, Ryan, because that means we take points of Atletico Madrid anyway. So I think 2-2 or probably 2-2/3-2 Liverpool. I'm going. I'm not going to say the goal scores. I'm just going. I'm going for a 2-2 draw or a 3-2 win, but I'm mostly going 2-2 because I think we'll be 2-0 up at half time. We'll take Salah, etc. all off, and then it will allow Atletico to come back, but we'll keep it 2-2, and then that means we can still be comfortable. So that's my prediction. So we'll see who's right. Do you want to do predictions for the other games, Ryan?
Let's go for it.
All right. We're going to write it down. We're going to do scores because this is the competition, and hopefully next season, the season afterwards, we're going to be doing competition to see who can do the best. So I'm going to go on my phone and I'm going to have a look at all the games. Okay. Our first game, Ryan, is Malmo away at Malmo at home to Chelsea. So Malmo versus. You guys, let me know in the chat. You guys, your predictions. Malmo versus Chelsea. The last game they played was 4-0 to Chelsea when they played at home. Ryan, what's your score prediction for Malmo versus Chelsea away?
Chelsea to win.
What's the score prediction?
3-0 Chelsea.
You're going 3-0. I'm going Chelsea to win 4-0 again. All right, next up, it's Wolfsburg versus Salzburg.
Wolfsburg beat Bayern Munich last week. I'm expecting them to keep up that great form. So Wolfsburg to win 2-1.
You're going 2-1 to Wolfsburg, and I'm going opposite 2-1 to Salzburg. I think Adeyemi will score. Next up, Ryan, we have Villarreal versus Young Boys.
Villarreal versus Young Boy. Villarreal at home, right?
Yes.
Villarreal to win 2-1.
I'm going, you're going 2-1 Villarreal. I'm going 3-1 Villarreal because I think Villarreal were a proper team in this group. You know, if Villarreal had a proper striker, they probably would be top of the group by now because they've smashed United. You know, they're a good team. They just really messed Gerard Moreno in that game because he was out. Next up, Ryan, we've got Juve versus Zenitz. Oh, interesting here. Game has gone 7-1 Villarreal. That's ridiculous. Yeah, Juve Zenit at home, Ryan. So, where are you going? Juve versus Zenit.
I think Zenit don't travel well away from home in the Champions League. If this game were playing in Zenit, I think Zenit would have a chance, but no chance. Juventus to win 2-0.
Taking 2-0, and I'm going 3-0. Okay. Bayern, Benfica.
Bayern Benfica. Where is playing at the Alle Arena?
Yeah, Bayern. And the last time these two played, I think it was 5-0.
Yeah.
Was it 5-0? What was the score last time? Have a look. Double check. Benfica versus Bayern.
Sebastian said 2-0 for Juventus. Gaming said 5-0 to Juventus. Steve said 3-1 to Juventus.
Yes, so Ryan, it was 4-0. Last time these played was 4-0. So what are you going for Bayern Benfica? Last time Bayern won 4-0 away.
I'm going with a 4-0 victory for Bayern Munich. They're scoring a lot of goals.
I'm going different, but I'm going 5-0. I think Leroy Sané was outrageous that game. I think he's going to get a hat trick. Next up, Sevilla against the champions of France, Lille.
Sevilla versus the champion of France, Sevilla.
Lille.
Great playing in Sevilla.
It's Sevilla.
Yeah, I think Lille not playing too bad so far now. I'm going with Sevilla.
Score?
Sevilla to win 2-1.
I'm going 2-0. 2-0 Sevilla. Next up, we have Kiev versus Barcelona.
Kiev versus Barcelona. I'm going with a Barcelona. Barcelona away, right?
Yes, if you remember last time, they won 1-0 and it was a PK he scored to win.
Yeah, I think Kiev going to beat Barcelona, bro. I think
so you're going
Kiev to win 2-1.
Oh, bro.
I'm going for an upset, man.
Because they've sacked Koeman, they've got a new manager. I'm going to go 2-0 to Barcelona. I think a goal by Memphis Depay and probably Serginho Dest. Problem is I don't know what's happening with Aguero. Aguero apparently has been diagnosed with cardiac arrhythmia yesterday, if you guys don't know. So what happened yesterday? Aguero had to be stretchered off to go to hospital because he was having breathing problems during the game, and apparently he's got an irregular heart problem. His heart's fine, but he's getting an irregular heartbeat. So hopefully he can play. And now, Ryan, the game where Man United was saved by Ronaldo, but this time Atalanta should have their good players back. Atalanta Man United away.
I picked in Atalanta to beat Man United. Although Man United coming off a convincing performance against a weak Tottenham Spurs team, haven't been good this season. So I'm expecting Man United to lose this game against Atalanta. Atalanta give Man United some proper problem at Old Trafford. I'm expecting, with some of their good players coming back, I'm expecting them to beat this Man United team. I'm going with a 3-2 victory for Atalanta.
Ooh. So you're going the opposite of the first leg, the first time I played, right? I'm actually going to go. We know what happens to Ollie when he has the pressure and everything. So I'm going to go same again. I'm going to go for a ridiculous scoreline. 4-3. 4-3 United.
It won't surprise me if they do that, man. It won't surprise me if United win.
So we now go on to Wednesday's games. The last time these two played was 5-0. Real Madrid Real Madrid versus Shakhtar Donetsk.
Real Madrid versus Shakhtar, don't it? Real Madrid kind of pick up a little bit of form right now in the Champions League. I'm going with a very close game, 2-2 at the Bernabeu.
Oh, interesting. I'm going for 3-0 Real Madrid because they've got some injuries at the moment. So now we go on to the other guys in our group, Ryan. Milan at home to Porto. Ryan, what's your score prediction? Milan Porto in Milan.
Well, Milan sitting bottom of the table right now, no points. It's a poor start for them in the Champions League. Will they take something from this game against Porto? I think they mark to take something from this one. I'm going with Milan to win their first game in the Champions League for God knows how long. They come back. I'm going with a Milan win. 2-1 Milan.
I'm going 2-1 Milan as well. I think Milan will come back. I just think Milan need to get points out of somewhere, and I think they will. Now we go on to Sporting Besiktas, where last time Sporting did destroy Besiktas. What are you going for Sporting Besiktas, Ryan?
I'm going with Sporting.
Score prediction.
2-0.
2-0. I'm going 4-1 again. Now we go on to will they get revenge? Dortmund Ajax. If you remember last time these played one, wasn't it like 5-0 Ajax or something? Ajax. What was the score?
4-0 Ajax. 4-0.
4-0 Ajax. Ajax completely destroyed Dortmund. Now, Ryan, do you think Dortmund will get revenge?
That man at home.
Yep.
As usual. But this Ajax team, man, this reminds me of where they scoring goal for fun. I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. I'm going Ajax to continue their form, and I'm going to make a stormer. I'm going to go 3-2. I think Marlon will probably score 2 goals and Ajax will score 3. Sebastian Haller, who the other player that plays? I forgot the names. Now we go on to the team that shocked us all. Bassani got their first loss of the season last time. Sheriff versus Inter. Sheriff, beat Shakhtar Donetsk. They beat Real Madrid. Unfortunately, lost Inter Milan 3-1. Ryan, do you think they will get a win again, or do you think they'll lose again, Sheriff?
I really want to see Sheriff do well in the Champions League because they are an underdog team. But for now, I'm going with Sheriff to not to lose. I'm going with Sheriff to win. No, I'm going with a draw for them, 1-1.
I'm going Inter to win 3-1 again. We've done Liverpool versus Atletico, so we can forget that. And then last 2 games, these are good games, Ryan. Manchester City versus Bruges, that's at home. And the last time these two played was a 5-1 victory for Manchester City. What are you going for this game, Ryan? Man City Bruges at home, and last time they was 5-1 to City.
Man City coming out for a loss in the Carabao Cup in the Premier League. They want to make a stance. They are here to challenge. So I'm going with a City win. 3-0 at home.
I'm going with a 5-0 victory. I don't think Bruges are that good. Now we go on to Leipzig versus PSG. PSG coming off a late victory versus Lille, winner by Di Maria. Messi, I don't think will be fit. Hopefully he'll be fit, but Messi last time got 2 goals, a beautiful Panenka, You know, he had a chance to get a hat-trick, but gave the penalty to Mbappe. Mbappe could have made it 4-2, but he missed the penalty. Messi didn't want to take it because he wanted to be nice and give it to Mbappe, which is really nice of him. But Ryan, what are you going for this? Leipzig, PSG. Will PSG keep on being top of the group and get a victory over Leipzig?
Yeah, Leipzig for me. PSG going to win. I'm going with a PSG to win. 2-0 blank. So clean sheet for PSG on the road in the Champions League. What said you? Sebastian, so City to win.
I'm going 1-0. I'm actually going an Mbappe winner. I think it'll be very close for a lot of time. Be 0-0. It'll be like Mbappe, Neymar, or it'll be a late winner. And that's our score prediction. So I'll go through again. So Malmo, Chelsea. Ryan won 3-0. I won 4-0. Wolfsburg, Salzburg. Ryan won 2-1 Wolfsburg. I won 2-1 Salzburg. Villa Young Boys. Ryan won 2-1 Villarreal. I won 3-1 Villarreal. Atlanta Man United. Ryan won 3-2 Atlanta. I won 4-3 United. Milan Porto. Ryan won 2-1. We both won 2-1. Dortmund Ajax. Ryan won 2-all. I went 3-2 to Ajax. Manchester Bruges. Ryan won 3-0. I won 5-0. Girona Zenit. Ryan won 2-0. I won 3-0. Bayern Benfica. Ryan won 4-0. I won 5-0. Sevilla Lille. Ryan won 2-1. I won 2-0. Kiev Barcelona. Ryan went Kiev to win 2-1. I won Barcelona to win 2-0. Real Madrid Shakhtar. Ryan won 2-all. I won 3-0 Real Madrid. Sporting Besiktas. Ryan won 2-0. And I won 4-1. Sheffield Inter. Ryan won 1-all. I won 3-1 Inter. And last of all, Leipzig PSG. Ryan won 2-0 PSG. I won 1-0 PSG. And that's our score predictions. Let's have a look in our preview to Porto how well we did. Actually, no, we'll look at it in the match reaction. But yeah, Ryan, hopefully we have a great game. Again, guys, thank you for subscribing. And make sure, guys, if you're really interested in Jamaican football and stuff, Ryan is going to be doing one of his biggest interviews tonight in a couple hours, interviewing the fantastic Rudolph Speed. It will be a live interview, so make sure to join that. Right, Ryan, are you looking forward to interviewing Rudolph?
I must say yes.
Are you a bit nervous?
No.
No, Ryan, you're bullshitting. Anyways, before we finish, guys, again, thank you to Manscaped. Go to the link in the description. Use code Ryan LFC. Use code Ryan LFC to get 20% off and free shipping. Get those balls clean. And we will see you live on here on Wednesday with me, Stephen, and Yusuf for watch along of Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. We'll see you then.
This is a message for all the Manchester United fans out there. Let's go for it.
Say this directly to Man United fans. Just lower your expectations, man. You're not a decent club anymore. You're not going to challenge for the title. Just be happy. Just embrace that. It's not the despair. It's the hope that kills you. So look at Arsenal. They have no hope. Their fans are having a lovely time.
They're happy as Larry, aren't they?
They're having a gorgeous time. United fans, just give up hope. You will enjoy it far more.